My channel, you guys. Welcome back. I am Shalonda Elise. For those who don't know me, hi, how are you? Happy Solstice, happy Monday. I was just standing over here reflecting. It's one of the spots I really like to come and enjoy and just gather my thoughts, get some nice fresh air, soak up some sun. As you see, the sun is out very nicely here in California. It is a really beautiful day. It is a beautiful solstice. And as per my usual, I have no complaints. So I just wanted to come and check on you guys. It's been a week since my last video, and I just wanted to offer you some words of encouragement on this galactic shifting day. You know, the universe has its own shifts and does its own circulations and cleansings and different things like that. The full moon is coming in a few days, so there's a lot happening, a lot that our bodies may be feeling, may be going through. So I just wanted to come and offer a healthy perspective on those things, right? So again, I've talked about before, how people complain about Mondays for some odd reason. And I really mean that when I say for some odd reason. Like, Mondays are a magnificent day in my view. But also dealing with the winter solstice, it can be very, very challenging for a lot of people. Depending on the area you live in, depending on where you are in your life, depending on where you are in your journey in this life, whether it be in business, as an employee, it really doesn't matter what you have going on personally. You may be feeling awkward and not really know why. You may be feeling emotional and not really know why or what's happening. Like there may be nothing wrong that you can really pinpoint and put your finger on. So you may be feeling the energy of this winter solstice that we're experiencing right now today. And I believe that being in a state of gratitude will help pull you out of whatever emotions that you're going through that you just can't control. Emotions and feelings are totally different, right? So our emotions are something that we can't control. We can wake up, nothing is wrong, but we're feeling emotional for some reason. And again, today being the winter solstice, it can affect you either very high, very low, or just very melancholy, very in between. Like you don't feel one way or the other. But to really take control of that, to take control of your emotions, and to take control of your day and your day in the life of being you, be in a constant state of gratitude. Be Find something, which should not be difficult, right? Even if you just have your vision, or if you're able to speak, if all of your limbs are working and you're able to stand, if you're healthy, if you have food to eat, if you have a place outside from or inside from the elements, a place to shelter you from the elements, no matter what that is, whether it's your vehicle. You guys know I came from Hotel Honda, which I would still be in some form of Hotel Honda had it not been stolen. So I'm renting a room and I was co-living. So for me, this is my alternative to Hotel Honda, because for me, as building a company, and being a new business owner, it's just a lot more cost effective for me to either have Hotel Honda, which I don't have a vehicle, or to rent a room or co-live or something like that. So no matter what your living situation is, if you have somewhere to live, even if it's a shelter, it doesn't matter. You guys know I come from all backgrounds. It's something to be thankful for. It is something to have gratitude for. So let that really pull you into a better place during this solstice. Don't just leave yourself hanging out there in these emotions that you can't define and you don't know where they're coming from and why you're feeling this way. Really take control of it. Take control of it and just tap into the things that you have to be grateful for. Tap into your future, the things that whatever keeps you going every day. If you have beautiful children, to look into their faces and smile instead of feeling down that maybe you couldn't give them, all of the things you wanted to give them for this Christmas or whatever. I don't get into that. But no judgment. If instead of feeling down about what you're not able to give them of tangible value that more than likely will be a liability, you know what I mean, versus an asset, look into their faces and be grateful that you have these little beings to care for and to really feed off of their energy and their love and their vibrance and the fact that they don't know, whatever falsehood you told them about Christmas. You know what I'm saying? They don't know whatever suffering you're going through. So don't let them get wet in your storms, okay? And don't even go through storms when you really don't have to. You know what I mean? There's always a silver lining and there's always something to be grateful for. And when we start to experience these universal shifts, whether it's the full moon, a lot of people are, things are crazy in the full moon. Look, people act however they're going to act. Yes, if we're not centered in the right ways, a lot of our negative attributes will be magnified in the full moon. But it's not like when it's a crescent moon, people aren't still doing dumb shit. It's not like during the half moon, people aren't still doing dumb shit. You know what I mean? So instead of, again, blaming this, that, or the third, how about we take accountability, be grateful for all of the things that we do have, that we are aspiring towards, and then let that energy be what gets magnified during the solstice, during the full moon, during the new moon. All of these things that happen in the universe naturally, that our being is really affected by one way or the other. How about we control how we're affected by these things? If we want to have a positive outcome and a positive effect, if we want to use this winter solstice to really boost us so that our first quarter 21 is on a higher magnitude, today is the day to really put that energy out there, set your intentions. On the 29th, we have the new moon, the full moon. Let this be the beginning of you really setting yourself up for ultimate first quarter success. And then put in the work, right? This isn't Harry Potter magic. And I don't know anything about Harry Potter, so forgive me if I'm using that out of context. But I would assume that even in Harry Potter, they had to put in some effort. You know what I mean? Me being a clairvoyant, I was born that way. But if I don't really put in work to be able to tap into it when I really need and want to, it's just going to keep coming however, you know what I mean, uncontrollably. And then when I need to tap into my gift for my benefit, because I don't work and put any effort towards really honing in on that and centering myself with the universe to really, really figure this out, because I was born this way. It is in my natal birth chart. It came out when I was a innocent single digit little child. Then it'll just run over me. And that is not what we want. We want to control every and all things that we can control. And it's only things that is within us. We can't control our children. We can't control anything external. And I mean, no thing external can we control. But everything internal is what we can control. And those are the things that really, really affect us the greatest. What affects us the most isn't somebody doing some asshole things to us. It's how we internalize it. That is what it still carries on 3 hours after that thing has happened, and now we're still bitching and moaning about it. Do you know why? Because we chose to take that energy and tell everyone about it. Girl, this motherfucker cut me off. Girl, ooh, ring some. Ooh, you know what I mean? So now you're keeping it alive. You're keeping it going. It's not the fact that someone cut you off 8 hours ago. It's the fact that you kept living in it 8 hours later. And each time you tell the story, you tell it like it just happened. Like it just happened. And it was like, oh, that happened this morning? It's 7 o'clock. Why are you even still talking about that? Why are you still letting that, allowing that energy to take over your whole day? Now you've missed out on all kind of goodness that the universe had lined up for you, because your alignment was totally off, because you chose to let one insignificant external thing within your day control the whole rest of your day. Now you're going to go to bed in a funk. Now you don't feel like cooking, or the food you're going to cook isn't going to come out right, because you're still carrying around this energy from 10, 12 hours ago. Do you see what I mean? But we can choose to say, okay, let me let that shit go. That motherfucker, look, I'm okay. I didn't crash. You didn't crash. You know what I mean? I got through it. I got to work safe, whatever your situation is. And now you go on about it. You let it go. An hour later, you're not even thinking about it again. It's done. It was a moment in time. It was one moment in time. Don't carry that throughout your entire day. So on this beautiful Monday, this beautiful solstice day, I really want to see you guys, but the sun is so bright. Hey, y'all. On this beautiful day, I really encourage you to set your intentions for what you want to give first, what you want to give. Even if you want to release, any insecurities, if you want to release your self-doubt, if you want to release your anger, if you're the type of person that proudly say, I have anger issues, release that. Don't keep claiming that. That is not a brag, especially not if you're over 10. That is not a brag for a fully grown adult to share memes about anger management and then attach themselves to that. That is not a brag, and that is not a reality. That is you choosing not to control yourself. That's all that is. Everybody can have anger issues. Everybody can choose to allow every external thing to just have them fly off the handle. But is that really maturity? Is that growth and responsibility? No, it isn't. And you have a lot of people out here like me that look at you like, no, that shit is unacceptable. That is totally unacceptable. You don't have anger issues. You have lack of self-control issues because you choose not to. Because it takes work to be accountable for our own actions, our words, and the things that we do, and everything. It takes real effort, and it takes real maturity to be accountable for the bullshit that we do and we say. And a lot of people do not want that kind of accountability. You know, it's a lot more fun to blame. But in reality, it isn't. It's a lot more fun to grow. It is a lot more rewarding and satisfying to take accountability and look back and say, you know what? That was a time when I would have allowed that to really piss me off and upset my whole day. And now Like, it doesn't even bother me. That is a lot more, it's even a lot more attractive. You even look better when you become accountable for yourself. When you truly begin to control your own life, your presence, so that can have make way for a better future for you, you even begin to look better. You're more attractive to people. They want to be around you more and longer. You know what I mean? So again, use this wonderful solstice, this beautiful Monday, to set your intentions for what you want to give to the universe, what you want to release, and also what you want to receive. If you want to receive more patience, if you want to receive a calmer attitude, if you want to receive more guidance, and all of these things come by way of you giving something to the universe, something to others. It's not just give me, give me, give me. No, this is an exchange. You know the saying, a fair exchange is no robbery? Yeah, the universe is saying that also. It's not just give me, give me, give me. You have to give something. You have to exchange. What are you going to give and give up in exchange for what you want to receive? Because if your cup is full of negativity and anger and self-doubt and insecurity and jealousy and hatred, how are you gonna get anything else in there? Baby, you full already. You're already full. You have no room for positivity. You have no room for inspiration. You have no room to be uplifted. I can't give you anything until you release something. You have to give up something. You see what I mean? So today is a magnificent day for all of that. I see some comments coming in. I definitely don't want to ignore them. How can I read them? Hi, you guys. Welcome. Yes. Oh, that's awesome. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I really wish you guys the best. I hope you take heed to it. If you've been watching my journey, I speak the same. No matter what my situation, I speak the same because I make deliberate choices. And I genuinely enjoy the journey. I genuinely enjoy this wonderful, crazy, what's the word I'm looking for? Not sporadic, like just the unknown. I genuinely enjoy the unknowns of life. I enjoy learning about myself. I enjoy growing. And most of all, I enjoy giving. I strive my whole life. I've strived to give much more than I receive. Much, much more than I receive. And I give my grandmother the credit for not looking my age. But in reality, and this just came to me just right now in this moment, I really feel like I constantly look less and less close to my age because I enjoy learning about me and I enjoy giving and sharing what I learn. I enjoy sharing myself. I enjoy putting myself out there, putting myself on the front line because I know that somebody needs it. And that's what I enjoy. That's what I love. I'm a total oxymoron. I'm a complete contradiction because on one hand, I cannot stand the way humans act and the way they treat one another. And then on the other scale, I absolutely love people. I adore humanity. I'm going to say something that Gary Vee says, and I love to hear him say it. I was like, okay, it's not just me. And he said it publicly. I'm not as big as Gary Vee, but I'm not going to be ashamed to say it publicly. I, have no problem with animals and pets, but I absolutely love people way more than I do animals and pets. Pets more so. I really love animals. The wild animals. But I'm not a pet person. I'm a human person. And that really is because humans treat their fucking pets much better than they treat humans. And I've heard people say they would shoot a human being much faster than they'll shoot a fucking animal. And I'm just like, that is ridiculous. We have so much to offer one another. And then animals have so much to teach us, right? Because animals live absolutely naturally to how they were created. We are the only beings, I've said this before, we're the only beings of animals, angels, and jinn. We're the only beings that were given the power to control our own mind. We were the only ones. An oak tree can only be an oak tree. An acorn can only turn into an oak tree. A caterpillar can only turn into a butterfly. That is it. An ant can only do what ants do. Think about ants, their work ethic, the fact that they give their all in every single moment, during every single season. Ants are absolutely spectacular, and they're spectacular to learn from. When you look at the colony and a colony of ants and how they work together, even if you watch them and you watch them coming and going, you see them even greeting one another when they pass. They don't just pass one another without acknowledging. Or it's all some form of communication, because you'll see them stop and do their little thing, and then one will go the same way that the other one. So maybe he said, look, come help me get this. We still have more of this to get. And then I've been watching ants since I was a little girl, not on TV, but like sitting down watching ants. And before Miss Pam passed away, I was sitting at her place outside watching ants. And they're fascinating to me. And I feel like as human beings, we can learn a lot from animals, not to love them more than humans, but to really become better as humans interacting with other humans. So I'll leave you guys with that. And really, really, I encourage you to use this solstice to really apply yourself, set your intentions, and gain the absolute most from this energy shift that is happening right now, so that you can set yourself up for the ultimate success for the next 3 months. Typically with the winter solstice, it is said that because again it's winter, most places it's going to be cold, and a lot of farmers may have a hard time, just people in general living in places like Minnesota, where you have that seasonal depression. It's gray, it's freezing cold, it's dark at 4 o'clock, and just things like that. So then coming right off that, and then you have Christmas, so a lot of people are spending money they don't have, going further into debt, and then still backpedaling, thinking they're playing catch up for the next 3 months into the new year. So to really not repeat that same vicious cycle that seems to have gone on for 10, 12, 15, 20 years, get out of it right now today, using this winter solstice to set your intentions. Really be honest with yourself about what you want to give. The things about yourself that you do not like. Fuck what anyone else says. The things that do not serve you well, that you want to get rid of, and the things that you want to replace them with. Set your intentions for that. I don't know if you're into meditating or anything, but you really don't even have to be. If you can just sit still and quiet with no interruptions for even just 5 minutes, sit still and quiet. Put your phone on airplane mode. Just 5 minutes. The world will not collapse by you disconnecting for 5 minutes, just to tap into yourself and quickly set your intentions, and then apply the action to correspond with the intentions that you set. I promise you, it's not going to be easy, but you will have a much better attitude in the upcoming months in your Q1 21 than you would if you do not. So I love you guys. I genuinely love you guys. I wish you all the best. I will see you before the new year's up. But before I go, I do want to show off my, let me get in the sun. I do want to show off my tracksuits. Yes, I got a bunch of samples in. So this is one of them. It's a drip design. Super cute, so dope. I don't even know if y'all can see it because I can't even see my screen. I can't see my screen, but it's really, really cute. And the back has another little logo on it. So I have two designs. I have a heart design. No, roses, and then the drip. Cause we dripping all 21, baby. We dripping the hottest designer brand, black owned, third eye consciousness. And we just want to keep seeing the world do good things. We want to keep seeing the world love each other. Brown, dark brown, olive tone, tanned, white skin. It doesn't matter, man. It does not matter. We need to love one another for who we are. And us as brown people that have been the most oppressed in the world, we need to really just get our confidence back and just accept the fact that it's okay for us to be who we are. It's okay. We were born this way. We were born to look different from the rest of the world. It is okay to love yourself. It is okay to love your skin. It is okay to love your hair, the way it grows out of your scalp. It's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. The more you love yourself, the more others will love you as well. All right? So I love you guys. Be well. Happy Monday. Mwah. Mwah. I'll chat with you later.